Chaikhana, Sacred Poetry from Around the World, with Ivan M. Granger.
I know, Ivan, that you have written about how poetry, when it's deeply engaged, can be a very transformative experience. I wonder if you can talk a little bit about that.
That's really the interesting thing to me about poetry, more than the beautiful craft of words, is that it tends to be a natural outpouring of the sacred experience among many of these mystics. I mean, there's something inherently esoteric in the nature of poetry, even poetry that we don't typically label as sacred poetry, just contemporary poetry that focuses on relatively mundane subjects. There's still a resonance of layers of meaning that suggests metaphor in the sense of a metaphoric relationship with reality. One thing just resonates with so much meaning that it starts to flow into a wider reality. So on that level, it's a natural language of mystical experience of these great spiritual seekers throughout the ages. But also, poetry, when we read those poems or when we chant them or speak them or sing them, they have an immediate effect on the mind. It affects the thought patterns. It can affect the pattern of your breath, the rhythm of your breath. And that, in and of itself, leads to, you might say, a light trance state. Just like when you get caught up in singing a beautiful song, you start to just sort of flow. You get into a different state of mind. Well, the same is true with poetry when you engage in it deeply. And if you think about it, poetry is built on words which are built on the breath. So when you read the poetry written by these various mystics, you are participating in their breath in a certain sense. Their patterns of breathing get passed on to you in rereading what they wrote, however many centuries ago. So you can say that poetry, on one hand, can be a description of all these levels of ways of viewing the world that mystics bring to language, but it also can convey something of that sacred experience directly to the reader or the reciter of poetry.
Visit the Poetry Chaikhana online at poetry-chaikhana.com. That's poetry-chaikhana.com. Come and explore the poetry of mystics, poets, and saints from around the world. You'll also find a forum, an e-card gallery, and more. Our theme music is by the Yuval Ron Ensemble from the Under the Olive Tree CD, available through the Poetry Chaikhana website. The Poetry Chaikhana is supported by you through your membership and your purchase of books and CDs from our website. Thank you for your ongoing support.